What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today, and welcome to a very interesting track. This track was released on the 7th of August on MXP Mods, and it is the final round of the Kelso Cup. And I'm hoping that my super mega beefy PC will be okay on this, because a lot of people I saw saying that they was getting FPS issues. So far, so good. Although I don't think I've got 3D grass turned on. I don't know if that would affect things too much. But if we fly across the map here, you will see we've got a very unique looking Supercross track with multiple times going back and forth across each other with all of these bridges. On the right hand side, on the track map, you will see, some of you might be familiar with this. This is something that I had to go and research myself because I'd never heard of them. The track is based, well, the track layout is based on the logo of the band Brand of Sacrifice, which apparently is a Canadian metal band. I'd never heard of them. This being the last round of the Kelso Cup, apparently Kelso has a tattoo of this band's logo on himself. And like kind of going around and with the red sky and everything, it does give you a bit of a, like a hellish vibe, especially that. I mean, Jesus Christ, I feel like I've been sent to the underworld. I'm starting to see why he doesn't want Reaper Doc talking about God in his videos. So a little bit of MX Bike's religion beef by the looks of it. But Jesus Christ, this looks very crazy. Now, I'm going to drop a little warning here. I've not touched this track. As you can see, track looks actually quite difficult to learn. So give me a couple laps just to get my head around things. I'm going to try and be as patient with learning it as humanly possible. Quite excited about these bits, just like the step ups and the ramps and trying to downside that looks incredibly difficult to downside perfectly. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all rides overall. But yeah, really different, a very unique looking Supercross track as well. And even out the back here, whether this was testing stuff or it's intentional, I have no idea, but quite nice. You've got some like practice jumps with really rutted faces, got a massive circle rut, and then you've got almost like a straight rhythm practice section. We've got like a never-ending set of on-off tables as well, which should be quite cool. I've really liked that idea of having a ridiculous amount of on-offs in a row on a track. But yeah, let's see how this one goes. I'm very intrigued to see how this one's going to ride. First things first, I need to try and find my way. That trailer is huge. Very large trailer. Right, first things first, let's try and get our way over here. And also, I want to show off, hang on, no, not first things first. First things first, I'm going to show off my bike, because BP has cooked up a storm here. He made a public release on MXP Mods the other day, just with like a pinkish looking chrome, and asked him if he could make it so it's got almost like a pinky chrome, essentially red plate, but pink plate for me. Hard to make it out too much around this track because of the naturally red skybox and the lighting overall. But I'm a very big fan of that. So hopefully this is what I'm going to be rocking up with at Unadilla. So absolute slay queen, absolutely love it. Obviously everything looks red right now because of the skybox. This is not my reshade doing bits. Where do we actually get onto the track? Because I'm aware that the way you carry on, I'm actually struggling to see things right now with the light coming through my curtain with how high the contrast is. I need to try and find the start straight first of all, because the start is completely separate to the rest of the track. I just have to max my screen brightness out to try and actually see things properly, because yeah, the reflections I'm getting through my window right now are absolutely insane. And the usual blanket that I had hung up to stop that happening was used the other day. My girlfriend had some friends around, so they needed to borrow one sleeping downstairs. So here we are, this is the start, and it seems like there's just a massive double that goes across the length of the track, and then you kind of join the track afterwards. So the start is almost like a one and done. Actually, got that pretty damn clean. So we're going to see how it goes. It should join onto the main track up here somewhere. We're going to have a tight little right here, back to the left, and I think this is the way that you go. I've probably not got enough speed to get this now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect speed actually. Hit that triple. So we step up onto our first little bridge jump here. Big old jump. No. I'm waiting for this all to fall. Did he say? Oh, they do have collisions. God damn it. I was about to say, I'm waiting for all this to fall apart because I've just hit the first 3 jumps absolutely perfect without even meaning to. But yes, there is collisions on these bales in the middle of the sections here to stop you from being a scumbag and switching over from one side to the other. So it looks like we've got plenty of split sections going on. I reckon you get some triples going on through here. I doubt that you're meant to just be going double like me. And then we go back under these bridges. FPS wise, I'm actually having no issue. But then again, yeah, I do have a very beefy computer. Survive. Is that my name? That might be my name. I think that is my name. On the board. I mean, imagine being in P4 with that list of people. Okay, cockiness and ego aside. Oh my goodness. Go on, double backflip, right out, right out, right out. No, triple backflip. Oh my god. So yeah, as we were saying, going to be quite difficult to learn this track on the fly. It looks like it's going to be quite a hard one to get your head around. Whoops, actually, quite brutal, which is nice. I do have an outdoor setup on right now, so I'm not rocking a soupy one at all. So that could hinder me a little bit. I don't know, it could help me in other situations. It's not the end of the world. At the end of the day, it is simply trying to showcase a new track for you chaps. Got some alternative lines by the looks of it, so you can jump up and round this corner, or if you got into a different rhythm there, you could just jump the corner itself. Big step up over the finish line here, even alternative lines over some of these ramps, depending on where you land. Then can we quad our way all the way into the corner? Lovely. Ruts seem to flow quite nicely as well, hold you really, really well. Big triple. I was in the wrong gear. God damn it, I was in the wrong gear. I should have been in, I think, second gear there rather than third. Keep my speed going. Just had the tiniest little bit of FPS stutter there. I suppose I'm in quite a heavily, like, heavy foliage area right now, so it's loading in a lot of trees and stuff. Triple. Oh, so we're back where we were. So we have essentially done a lap already. Let's try and float our way up and over this again. Oh, a little bit far. That's probably the sketchiest one to get wrong, because where you're jumping into sand, if you over jump sand, or if you land quite heavy in sand, the front wheel can knife quite hard. But that actually went surprisingly well. We triple out of here. I'm not meaning to jump across these rhythm lanes, by the way. This is just... I'm meaning to do this one. Ah, I thought I'd try and be funny. No, I'm in the bales. Oh, I'm going to have an awful run through these whoops now. Yeah, it's just the way that I'm going. First laps of the day. Feeling a little bit on the sketchy side. Yeah, yeet, up and over. Damn, still in fourth. I haven't moved my way up yet. Disgraceful from me. And I'm going to step down this without going 100 miles an hour into the face of this wall jump. So a little speed check before you go into these whoops as well. Probably a good idea. Otherwise, people will be going into these whoops in like 5th gear pinned. And that will take away from the difficulty of them. They are actually genuinely hard whoops. And it's been a while since I've seen difficult whoop sections on tracks like these. Let me try and triple out of here. Oh, we triple way too far. Oh my goodness, Stricken. I checked up a little bit there. I wonder if I can quad that. That'd be a big boy quad. Let's step over into this corner. You can't really use the berm as such because of the rut that's there. I reckon you can triple that. I really, really do. Not something I'm going to be sitting here trying to do for like 5-6 attempts. But my words, I reckon that's quadable. I think I said triple, but I reckon that's quadable. Definitely. Should we check up here? Let's say we have an awful run to the finish line. And you jump this bad boy. Okay, it puts you back into the same place, really. It's not like you can get yourself out of trouble. It's just there to help you a little bit. Big old quad. That's probably my favourite jump on the track, to be honest, is that little floaty quad. And then triple into the corner here. I actually checked up for it that time, and it didn't feel like my speed was that much different. So go on, off. Might be able to hit a double step off there, if you have enough momentum. Big triple again. There we go. We're stepping up onto the bridge. Check up a tiny bit for this, see if I can downside it perfectly. Much better than the last 2 times. And then I'm just going to go to the outside here rather than trying to scumbag and switching over lanes. I'm in the bales again. God damn it. Do. Oh. Oh god, this is going to be a stretch of a triple. Oh, get over it. Oh, barely back wheel clipped. And again, triple. Yes, triple again. Clean. Oh, I should have a great run through the whoops now. Do. Them ones, they're spaced quite far apart, so it's actually a little bit difficult to skim them all. You end up jumping over some of them, or getting into some of them as well. So we step down, speed check again, try and get all the way over the front of the bike so I don't loop out backwards. And then let's go through this one. Basically, if I can, as many whoops as I can wheelie, the better, then there's less chance of it going wrong for me. Little step on. Oh, came up a little bit short there. That robbed my momentum. Where are we? What are we doing next? Got the triple next, so I'm just going to triple it again. Smooth triple. Actually, I jumped too far again. See, that time I wasn't trying to quad, and I faced the quad. I feel like maybe I'm just trying to go too fast in the corner sometimes when I am trying to hit big boy lines. And then up and over the finish line jump. So lap times, they're sub 140. I reckon fast boys setting burners around here might even get sub 130, because there's quite a few sections that I absolutely framed like really, really hard, but I didn't hit them well at all. We'll try and get another burner. We're not going to try and get another burner around here. I want to try and settle up without crashing, because I just feel like it's worth doing that on track, just set a little bit of a banker time. But yeah, very difficult track just to sit here and learn within a couple of laps. I'm sure if you spent like 10, 20 laps or so, it would be a completely different situation. And I quite often I get people commenting saying they'd prefer if I run laps of the track before the video so I didn't crash as much. But then I feel like it takes away the raw impressions of it for me. And then I feel like I'm just riding around the track almost a little bit bored in a way because I've done it already at that point. And same with when people send me tracks as well for testing purposes. I usually just don't say, well, I don't say yes, I don't test them, just because, again, when the track eventually goes to full release, I'll have already played it, and again, it takes away from it a little bit for me. It's worth mentioning, so at the top left, you can see time-wise, it says that I'm a minute down, basically, on my best time. That is not the case. What happens is, on tracks where the track path crosses over itself, Max HUD basically says, I don't know what's going on. So don't trust the timing too much, other than the actual final lap time. But you'll see now that I just went under another bridge there, and now it's reset down to 6 seconds behind, which is actually correct. So yeah, just watch out for that a little bit. All right, can we... I really want to quad out this corner, and it's annoying me. The exit of that rut tightens up a little bit, so it's got like almost like a little bit of a hook in it. So you can't quite hit it as fast as you want to, but I really want to... Oh, that's a good run. There we go. Oh, no, over the bars. Okay, you know what? I'm going to hook a hard left, I think it is, and go over to the fun bits. So we're going to start with our never-ending tabletops. Holy moly, the rain is... well, actually, there isn't any rain, so I don't know why there's rain ruts in that. Oh, God. On, off. There we go. We've got the speed up now. I like on-offs. Like, some people seem to struggle on them quite a lot, but I feel like I've just got the technique down at this point to be able to ride over them all okay. And then we go over this, step on. Oh, that off was a stretch. Holy. I think I landed in the one place that you didn't want to land because of where the rut forms. The back tyre just got stuck inside of it. So note to self, do not land 3/4 of the way on the right-hand side of it. Oh my God. I'm jumping over them by mistake. This was not my intention. I thought because of how rough the berm is that I'd have a hard time getting the speed to hit that first step on, but it's been absolutely fine. Just go round to the left. Let's try and check up a little bit. Love, that's perfect. I should be able to have all the momentum now. Can't even talk. I've just woken up. I apologise if my mouth is not working. The speech is slurred. Go on, off. And round to the left. Gonna check up a little bit again. Or barely. Gotta get some brake tap action going in here just to get the back wheel over the ruts, and then once you're up to speed, no problem at all. It's just a case of sitting down just as you're leaving the ground, and that'll keep your momentum moving forwards rather than going up in the air, and then you should have no issue getting on to the next one. So yeah, brake tap the first two, and then we're up to speed after that, no problem at all. On. This probably looks quite boring to some people. I could sit here for like 10-20 minutes just hitting these over and over again. I'm going to do this one more time going back the other way, and I'm going to carry on going straight to just check out that massive circle rut as well. I'm a big advocate of practicing like the weird things to get better, so having a massive circle rut like that I actually think would be quite beneficial for people wanting to get better at the game. So we send a big yah yeet, going to face this, turn that into a backflip. Bike turned sideways for some reason. So yeah, you've got this massive circle right here that you can hit left or right. No idea. I mean, it's pretty damn wide open. When you get to a point here where your analog stick is just sat at a certain angle, and you end up modulating it more with your throttle and your brake rather than with the analog stick. So it's like if I find myself turning too tight where the front end is trying to tuck a little bit, I'll accelerate harder. And then if I get to a point where I feel like I'm going to go over the berm, then I will let off the gas a little bit more. So yeah, usually I end up locking the analog stick in and adjusting the turn angle with throttle and brakes more than anything else. Although right now my throttle is 100%, it's maxed out. I'm just waiting to go blowing over the rut. There it is. Off we go. Oh god, I love doing stuff like that. And then outside of that, it looks like we've got a few practice jumps. Which way did these go? This way, I believe. Let's wrap around here. Oh, what else? Okay, maybe not. Maybe this goes this. Yeah, it goes this way instead. What was I looking at? I was looking at a jump over there. Oh, wait, does it? I'm very confused. I'm confusion. Thank God the trees don't have collisions. Oh, these ruts are brutal. And again, I'm struggling to see the ruts because of my screen glare right now. So, oh my god. I did not turn left hard at all. That's the rut that's kicked me sideways like that. Yeah, I yeet. I do like rated jumps. I really do. I think it's something that we should see more, specifically in like the high-end pro level of racing. Sometimes they don't work that well, but whatever Panda, aka Patron's done around here, really good. Like they actually take off nicely. They don't kill too much of your momentum at all, which is really nice to see. And if you pick a rut and stick in it, for the most part, it's a-okay. Yeah, and this is something that I've wanted to see for a while on the pro tracks. We've got our rutted corners, we've got our super bumpy straights, but for the most part, the jump faces are pretty damn smooth. One thing that does become an issue is when they do start adding ruts in, because we've had it here and there. We've had tracks like the GP pre-season at Hawkstone that JV made, where he tried adding loads of ruts to the face of jumps. Because we're such scumbags in this community, and we're able to search for the lowest and smoothest line possible all the time, it was almost like carving the face of the rut to just take off at an angle, take off using the side of the rut and scrub the force. You're pre-jumping the jump itself, and basically just staying super, super low, as if, and it just kind of takes all of the difficulty and the point out of the ruts themselves. But for ruts like that, I guess they're just not as deep, but they're less uniform. They've got like slight kicks in them. But I think that would be better than having the massive deep ones. But then you always run the risk of, especially when it gets eroded, the game saying, actually, no, buddy, you're not taking off this. We're just going to make you crash and have no chance of surviving. That's the issue with tracks in this game. They're always kind of walking the tightrope of what you can and can't do. Not from a track making perspective, because you can make whatever you want, and you can make ruts as big and small and narrow as you want. It's how the game handles it, and how the bike and the tyres handle being in those ruts. Sometimes it will just pop you out. Just little things like that as well, where I feel like that should pop me out, but I should be able to save it just by riding forwards, whereas it pops me out and it makes me do like a weird, like inverted, I get upside down, and it's just how the game is at the moment, and it's something that I'd love to see fixed and worked on in the future. But overall, not a bad track. I will have to say, I'm not the biggest fan of the red sky. It does make things very, very difficult to see. I feel like this track would be really, really good if it was more like bright and open, but I understand why it's like this, because of that there in the background. Obviously, being like a metal band, etc., kind of fits their whole thing. Just as the video's coming to an end, the sun has gone down outside, so now I can actually see where I'm going. So that's a big W. FPS wise, it's been okay for me, but again, I've got a disgusting PC. So I've seen a lot of people on mods saying that they're struggling FPS wise around here. So just bear that in mind when you download it. But I mean, it's free at the end of the day. It's on mods, so you can't really complain about free tracks at all. And very, very unique. Definitely the most unique Supercross layout I think we've ever had. So big W's all round. But patron, fix that. Fix that right there. I do not agree with that ranking. Update it for. I'm guessing there's going to be a next season. This is the last round of season 1. I think there's like 10-ish tracks in total. So yeah, a bunch of them quite unique, quite different to the usual Supercross vibe. So good stuff all around. And the patron should be proud of the tracks that he's been making. That will wrap things up for me. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please do drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's very much appreciated. Have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you guys are up to, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.
Lynn's in the zone, never backing down. Riding MX bikes, he's the talk of the town. 2022 champ with a YouTube crown. His game is tight, no signs of slowing down. Late nights, bright lights, he's chasing that fame in the digital arena. Writing his name, she's a 10 out of 10. Supporting his lane, hairline might receive, but his passion's the same.